Back when I started my small business in 2021, I would make these really unique thank you cards for each and every one of my orders. I would hand make them every single time, but over time I kind of stopped doing that and opted for simpler thank you cards because they took less time and they were easier to make when I got multiple orders at once. However, over time I lost sight of why I made those thank you cards in the first place, and so in this video we're going to be making some thank you cards more reminiscent of my old style and talking about why I make them like this, why I make them like this, why maybe you should too, why it's kind of beneficial for me and maybe for you perhaps. So let's get into it. When I was in secondary school, this girl joined who I would sit next to in science class. She had this really cute journal that I was very intrigued by, so I asked her, what is this? Like, what is this thing you're doing right now? And she told me that it was a bullet journal. From then I went home, went on YouTube, googled what a bullet journal is, YouTube what a bullet journal is, and I saw so many bullet journal related things, and from then I became obsessed with the idea of having a bullet journal. And so that Christmas I literally got my mum to buy me a bullet journal. She gave me money to buy all the stationery. I was on stationery YouTube. I was watching all the stationery videos. I got all the Muji pens, all the Crayolas, everything that I needed to make a bullet journal. And the reason why I really wanted to do this was because I loved the idea of scrapbooking. However, I had no idea what to scrapbook. I didn't know what I could scrapbook, and so I didn't think that I could do it. However, with a bullet journal, it's planning, and I'm a Virgo, and like we love to plan, and so I was so excited about the idea of being able to have a scrapbook and a planner at the same time, and it would just both be its own thing. And so I just became obsessed with bullet journaling. However, I did it for a few months and then I kind of fell off. I just stopped doing it. I had spent so much money bullet journaling and figuring out how to do that, and it was so upsetting to me. And so when I started my business, I was like, okay, we're going to use all of this bullet journaling stuff you've bought and we're going to make thank you cards, very unique ones. And so I started doing that, and here we are. And I think that that's an important tip for people who run small businesses like this. When you're an artist, so much of you is represented in your work, which is kind of a given, but the question is, how are you going to represent a different side to you, a side that will make your customers think about you more as an individual? For example, when I think when people get these thank you cards, which are very clearly handmade, they go, oh, that's really cool, or that's made quite well. And it surprises them slightly because they didn't know I could do that, or that I had these stickers. They might even see a sticker that's part of their own collection and go, oh, she has the same stickers as me, you know? And it kind of unconsciously clicked that, oh, I just supported a small business, someone's dream, someone's ambitions, instead of, oh, I just supported Ify accessories, if that makes sense. It works in so many different ways. Like when I've ordered from small businesses in the past and seen their handwriting, it has me like, that's some really nice handwriting, and I've realized that those people I've kind of felt closer to now because I've known something about them that they haven't shared with anyone else, or in this case, people who haven't bought from them. Although this was the bulk of why I started making these cards, it's not the only reason why I make them. Another reason is because they act as freebies. I don't know if anyone remembers, but back in 2020 when small business TikTok was blowing up, the small businesses would always pack their packages with freebies like stickers, sweets, like so many different things. That was back when I was researching for my small business, and I was wondering, how am I going to include a freebie? How am I going to create something? Because I didn't know how to make stickers. I didn't want to put sweets in there because I wouldn't eat them if I got sweets in a package. And I couldn't buy a bunch of stickers at that point. And so I was like, how can I do my thing and make this unique to me? And I thought of these cards because I wanted to make a magical experience for each customer. By writing the customers' names on these thank you cards, it makes them feel like they've been seen, like the feeling people must have had when they had their names written on the keychains or something. I don't know, I've never had my name on any keychains, but I'm guessing that it's a similar feeling. So when I make these thank you cards, I'm going to bulk them, and then when I get an order, I'm going to write each customer's name on it in a way that matches the theme of the card, and then I'm going to write them a thank you note. I thought about pre-writing thank you notes, but I think that would kind of take away from the magic of it. When I write thank you notes, sometimes it's just a normal thank you message and a code, but sometimes I write something that lets the customer reading know that I'm present and that I wrote it for them. Like once I got 2 customers with the exact same order at the exact same time, with the exact same product on the exact same day, and everything was so similar except they lived in 2 different countries. And in each of their thank you cards, I let them know about that and how it freaks me out a little. Little things like that, because I want my customers to know that I'm here making these products and wrapping them and sending them over to you. You know, this thank you card isn't just something that I've printed out and shipped off, but it's something that I've put time into, I've made, and I wanted to give to you as a thanks for shopping with me, from supporting me and my business and my dreams and my goals. And honestly, a perk of having these business cards is that I have an excuse to buy stickers now. Like, when I was making these, I realized my sticker collection is not big enough, and it just made me happy because I was that person who would walk through Artist Alley at Comic Cons and stuff and not be able to buy any stickers or any prints or any washi tapes because I just didn't have a reason to use them. But now I do, and so I'm just gonna be a shopper. I'm just gonna be buying everything, all the stickers, all the washi tapes. My bank account is not going to thank me for it, but you know, it's part of the business. I think some people can learn from this actually, not just with thank you cards but throughout your business. You're an artist, which means art is something that you probably love and brings you joy in whatever format that is. Remember that in your business, and remember that it's also supposed to be fun. Like, if you like drawing but you feel like your art isn't good enough to sell, maybe just include your silly little drawings in a thank you card. Maybe just print out one of your silly little drawings if you did draw digitally, or just draw something and on the back write a thank you note, or you could pre-print them and then on the back draw something, you know. So that means that in that way you can still do something you love while finding reason for it, while connecting to your customers and letting them see you as an individual. If you feel like your drawings aren't good enough to sell but you love doing it and you can't really find time to do it because of your business, make them into thank you cards. Do a silly little doodle and just put a thank you note at the back of it and ship it off, and I'm sure your customers will appreciate it. They're gonna be like, what the hell is this? But now you can draw, you can practice, you can do what you love, and also use it as a way to connect with your customers, to connect with the people who support you. And I know you're probably thinking, F1, I get so many orders. How am I gonna hand make every single one and ship them off in time while packaging and doing everything myself? And to that I say, you don't have to make them the way I do. I mean, you don't have to package them, but I think that when you're a small business with an audience, it's very beneficial to include an element that allows them to see that you've noticed them as an individual. Thank you cards don't have to be super handmade, but maybe include a little element that recognizes who bought it. This could be like handwriting the name on the card, packaging it really cutely to show that the time and effort has been gone into making it, or adding something to the packaging that the customer didn't expect to receive, like stickers or sweets in the case of the people on 2020 TikTok small business side. But yeah, you don't have to make it super personalized and super handwritten and handmade, but it helps to have something that is unique and that the customer didn't completely expect. I hope you've all learned something from this video or found it inspiring in some way. It was very fun for me to film. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you're a customer and you don't have a small business or you don't have one yet, let me know in the comment section what you appreciate in a package from a small business that you receive. I'm very interested to learn. Maybe I could start adding more stuff into mine. I mean, yeah, I'm thinking about elevating my packaging, so that would be very interesting for me to know. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye.